officially fucking crazy. This is, look at how many girls I have, dude. Oh my god. Valentina. Almost done. Oh my god. So I told the girls that the ones who are late have to get spanked. And she's like, please, now. Not now, can you wait?
I need
like,
it now.
You need it now.
What you just watched is a video from this guy called David Bond. His whole thing is he goes around the world and he starts dating multiple women at the same time, doing this kind of like harem challenge where basically he lives with a bunch of like 3, 4, 5, 6, even more girls. Although it may be very morally questionable, like his motivations to do that, or even if it's ethically correct or not, that's not what I want to debate here. I know it's easy to look at this guy and be like, yeah, fuck him, he just only cares about money, or he only cares about girls, or... But this guy has 500,000 subscribers, and for sure, industries like the porn industry, even the music videos are getting more and more geared towards BDSM and towards very nasty and depraved acts. It's not useful for us to deny that we have these urges, right? A better use of our time to understand where these urges come from and why do we feel them, and that's what I want to dissect in this video. After watching these guys' videos for the last week, I was like gripped to the screen. I was like, fuck, obsessed with it. Like, dude, this guy is like living such an insane lifestyle. All dopaminergic things that we chase, be it drugs at a music festival, be it like BDSM kind of sex, right? Be it having validation from a lot of women, be it just making it like a disgusting amount of money. All these hedonistic, let's say, pursuits, in my opinion, they're motivated by deep childhood trauma. What all kids do, right? They're just trying to survive because they're very vulnerable to the world. You have a very selfish mentality where you only think about yourself. You don't really consider the conditions where you live. So if this parent is a bit more emotionally distant, less affectionate to you, you'll start to think there's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with me which makes me unlovable, which makes me bad, which makes me just be fundamentally broken in a way that I don't understand. And this realization is actually at the core of the identity that you begin to form. Because when you're a kid and you don't know this is all subconscious, you start to take on this identity. You start to believe, okay, I am unlovable. I'm not okay as I am. I gotta compensate for who I am. And you do this your entire life, and you get to a point where you don't know much about who you are, which was what happened to me during my teenagehood and even early adulthood. And then you also get to the point where you constantly need to compensate for this unconscious pain that you just feel within yourself, where you keep feeling, I'm not good as I am, I gotta be something else, I'm not good, I gotta distract myself. And you keep doing this over and over. And the more you do it, obviously, the more it reinforces this identity that you're not enough. And fundamentally, the more you think you're not enough, the more you're going to be driven towards these hedonistic pleasure-seeking lifestyles, towards these, communities of porn, of BDSM, or maybe hard drugs or party drugs or whatever it may be. This incessant chase for dopamine and hedonism is actually the consequence of the broken identity that you assumed as a kid. I believe that being aware of the sensations you felt when you were a kid, when you're being neglected emotionally, helps. Honestly, I think that we not only need to address the trauma we went through, but we also need to change our identity with this new awareness and start taking on mindsets and behaviors of someone who actually loves themselves, of someone who can feel that they're not broken and that they're whole within. And from here, once you can grasp this mindset and once you can fundamentally feel what it's like to be whole and not be broken, you now can identify exactly the error in your judgment, the error in your perception when you thought that you were broken or you had something wrong with you. You can maybe now think, okay, what if I didn't have anything broken? What if I'm not broken? What if I'm actually whole and beautiful and complete just the way I am, just the way that beautiful child when he was like 2, 3, 4, 5 years old was. Maybe that child had nothing wrong with them and they're beautiful and perfect as they were. How does that make you feel? And from that standpoint, do you still feel the same motivation to engage in these dopaminergic activities, to engage in kinky sex, to choke your girlfriend, or I don't know, to do Molly at an EDM festival? No, you don't. because you don't feel the need to escape the pain, the subconscious pain you've been escaping your whole life. You don't feel the need to run away or act frantically towards a certain situation, because now you're grounded in your essence. So this is what I've been trying to work on, and this is a big challenge to me because this is something I've dealt with my entire life. And I wanted to make this video to maybe help you relate and identify some of that trauma that you've been going through. So if you engage in these kind of like frantic behaviors that I just described, just like the video describes, or if that video triggered you, then you may very well be hiding childhood trauma. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this kind of content, subscribe, because I'll be making more in the future. And until next time.